What's up, Illumineers? Welcome back to another Twitter question video. I'm Matt from Inkspot Games, and today we have a pretty neat topic to talk about in terms of actual Lorcana gameplay. And we're going to get to that in a second, but before we do, please, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video, share with your fellow Illumineers, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Again, be on the lookout on my Twitter page at Inkspot Games for the Twitter question of the week. Your response could be in next week's video, so again, please be sure you're on the lookout for that. But with that being said, let's just get right on into it. So the topic today is, when playing ranked or competitive Lorcana, sometimes you run into decks or combos that you just can't avoid. What's a deck or combo you always have to deal with that makes you want to scream? And by scream, that could also mean throwing your mouse and keyboard, destroying your monitor, all that good stuff, because sometimes this game can just be so much fun, am I right? No, but seriously, mine that really, I just have such a big issue with those, everyone who knows my issue with Steel Song. I know it's not like the best deck, it's like the second best deck, I don't know, whatever. This deck drives me insane because every single game I play against Steel Song has this combo exactly. They have their Cinderella, then I play my low cost character, only for them to sing Let the Storm Rage On, to banish it and get a draw. And then turn 3, they have their aerial, where they inevitably get to grab your sword off of the aerial. And then from that point on, they have people on the board. My board just stays completely clear, and then they can just pop off and do what Steel Song likes to do throughout the game. It drives me insane. This is my least favorite deck to play against, again, for those who don't know already, and mainly because, like 9 times out of 10, this is the combo I see, and it, I'm just having some great memories thinking about it right now. But let's take a look at what you all have to say. Alright, Dan Lilly says, recently getting hit with Cinderella, Ariel, and Gaston singing plus flutes is just next level of jaw-dropping frustration. When they pull it off, I just want to clap for them. You are a lot nicer than I am, because I don't clap for them. I don't clap for them, no. They don't get my applause, they get me, again, if you watch my stream on Twitch, you'll see how frustrated I get on when playing against this deck. But yeah, like the flute stuff is insane, because I've ran into a couple games where like all they have to do is get the flute on board once they've got done, you know, demolishing your board, and they have enough songs in there that the flute just carries them by itself. And unless you're running like another steel deck with Benja or Beast that can get rid of it, there's nothing you can really do. And yeah, it can be super frustrating for sure. Lorcana says, turn 1 popsicle, turn 2 double popsicle, turn 3 fishbone, turn 5 big tink, turn 6 grab your sword, and on and on and on and on. Yeah, the Sapphire Steel deck, which, by the way, if you notice, a lot of these complaints come from playing against Steel, which is like the best color, I guess. It's insanely consistent, and it's consistent because even if you draw the 1 popsicle, you already know what's coming, and then they're gonna get the fox, and they're gonna get the toy maker, they're gonna get all that stuff, a whole new world. You know, like they said here, like when you think you have a bit of a comeback, nope, your hand's gone. Your hand just gone, just out of here. Actually, that's turn 4 big tank because of the fishbone. Yeah. If they have the fishbone out there, just forget it. Just forget it. Really, anything with this like Sapphire Popsicle engine can be very consistent and very frustrating, but it's not like the best deck in the format, right? It's really good, and I've actually been like experimenting with a couple things with that. But when they pull it off, and I guess when Lorcana plays them, they always pull it off. Yeah, I can see that being a problem for sure. Googly Glimmer says, Steel Song is my jam. All right, that's all I had to hear. No, I'll be nice, I guess. What I hate to run into is big things like my Bliggity Pink Steel damage can't deal with easily. Not so much a combo, although resist from Cogsworth also ruins my day. You know what? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. God forbid you can't grab your sword their entire board. I know that's a nightmare. It makes me so happy when I have resist on board to avoid that. Roostad, double Bucky on turn 2. That's never happened. No, actually, no, I lied. That has happened to me before, I think. Yo. What's really funny about the Bucky Floodborn thing, when you look at the deck, it's like, how is this good? And then when you play against it and they have the Flynn Rider, they have the Sad Beast, they have all that stuff, and yeah, they have double Bucky and Prince John on the board, and your hand is gone and you just have everything. The deck is kind of a troll, but it's actually really good, and that's so. I'm sorry this has happened to you. Oh my gosh. Bowie says, I'd say Flavorshum with any item, or be prepared on turn 7, followed by Tremaine on turn 8. Yeah, obviously Toymaker, he, the draw 2 is insane, especially when, the item has lived past its usefulness, like Popsicle, and it's just you're drawing 2, but, when Be Prepared's coming, when they quest with everything, and then boom, hit it. But yeah, having Lady Tremaine after it is because you think okay, they played the card, I have something that can reestablish my board, and then it's gone again. At least in the first chapter when they played Be Prepared, you had to wait 2 turns before you got the Maleficent Dragon. Yeah, that is frustrating actually. Before I knew the menace of blue steel, playing a Mufasa only to have a Hades or Let It Go swiftly deposit into your inkwell, I could have done that myself. You know what? That's true. Listen, they were trying to do you a service. They were just trying to help you out with the small cost of your board being gone and them establishing a really good board. I don't know what the problem is. Yeah, so what the Mufasa wasn't banished and you can't get its effect. At least you have the ink. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Brute Lion says, Be Prepared, the most will they, won't they card in the game. Just the possibility of there being there threatens your entire deck, not just 1 or 2 characters. Yeah, because once you get to that point where they're at 7 ink, and you have to play this game where it's all right, how much do I want to commit to my board? Because Be Prepared is looming. You need to have something in your hand to be able to establish a board after your board gets nuked, and it's a tough game to play. But like we said before, the problem is if you do have something, they're just gonna play Lady Tremaine and remove it anyway. So that's cool. Insert any Ruby Amethyst deck. Yes, I agree. The deck is insane. The deck is absolutely insane. Really nothing to really say about that. I have PTSD from Grab Your Sword. Like we've established, not only does Grab Your Sword, hurt, but when they sing it with Ariel on turn 3 or turn 4, whatever, when you're trying to establish a board, that's that's always fun. So yeah, clearly there are a lot of things that bother us in Lorcana right now. Obviously the game is still fun, a lot of it is just joking around, but once you get into that ranks ladder, or you run into the person who bought the $500 deck and you just get Maleficent Dragon played on you turn after turn after turn, it can be pretty frustrating. But you know what? That's okay. As long as you're not losing to turn 1 Cinderella, turn 2 Let the Sword Remain Drawn, turn 3 Ariel, turn 4 Grab Your Sword, everything is okay. Right, guys? Yeah. But yeah, that was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, please be sure to look out for the next Twitter question that will be posted on my Twitter. That's at Inkspot Games. So be sure to follow to Look for that and other updates going on with my channel and Lorcana and all that stuff. Yeah, that's all I got. So Lumineers, I'll see you on the next one. Later.